Joel Embiid, teammates going after him. We already know this season has been uneven already.
Yeah.
He came out, said he didn't want to play back-to-backs. All this other stuff, the league fined him for pushing a reporter there. He got a 3-game suspension, lost 3 days' salary to go along with it, 3-game salary, I should say. And now his teammate.
Yeah, Tyrese Maxey, who was basically the star of the team the last couple years. Joel, obviously the bigger name, but Tyrese has been carrying the team, trying his best. Obviously, they're out of guys. Paul George out the lineup. You got Embiid out. But he finally let him have it. Now, all the reports are from Shams that he is very close to Embiid, that they're very close, they're very cool, they hold each other accountable, and they had to have a team all-hands-on-deck meeting. And in this meeting, everybody spilled their guts. They told, hey, this is what's going on, this is what I feel. And at a certain point, coaches got into it with the players and said, hey, we need you guys to practice harder. We need you guys to be there. We need this.
And the players said, we need you to coach us harder.
We need you to coach us harder. We want to be coached harder. And then Tyrese Maxey, arguably their best player in the sense that he's there more than Embiid, says, Embiid, we need you here. We need you here on time. We need you here on time to practice. And Shams went on to say even more so that he was specifically said that Embiid is late. And he said, quote, for everything. And so the reports are that, again, he finally went ahead and let Embiid have it and said, look, man, I got to hold you accountable, big fella. We need you here. We need you showing up. You can't be late for this, can't be late for that, can't be late for everything.
All right. It's simple to me. And I know people, they don't want to move stars or big-name players or whatever. We've seen plenty of stars in this league get moved, okay? Kobe Bryant. Shaquille O'Neal was traded from Orlando to the Lakers, okay? Can we stop? We can stop right there.
Kobe was on his way to Detroit if his wife would have liked it.
Right? She didn't want to live in Birmingham? She didn't know about Birmingham.
No, she didn't know about Birmingham.
She thought Birmingham, Alabama,
she was
and they
like,
had to commute.
Kobe, this ain't going to work. We probably can't do interracial dating back then.
But my thing is, enough already with Joel Embiid in Philadelphia, and it might just be time. You haven't gotten to the conference finals with him, right?
Nope.
You haven't gotten there. You cannot make the conference finals without him, right? I mean, it's not like he's taking you to the NBA finals 3 years in a row and you're ready to finally break through and win a championship. None of that has happened. He's a fine, tremendous player. He is. But I think he's worn out his welcome in Philadelphia. I think all of this stuff, when you hear about he's late for this and this is the way to play, for the players to bring up stuff like that tells you that it irked them and it bothered them, especially when this guy hasn't always produced. Look at his numbers. They're almost cut in half in the postseason.
Yeah.
As good as he is, and if I'm a Philadelphia 76ers fan or I'm in the front office or ownership, I would explore it. I would absolutely take a look and say, is there somebody else out there who wants to play back-to-back, who wants to be engaged with his teammates, who wants to be on time and try to win a championship for the city of Philadelphia? And it's fine. It doesn't mean that he's a bum or he can't play. Nope. He's worn out his welcome. I would give him a fat cheesesteak with extra cheese and say, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Some grilled onions, possibly mushrooms, depending on how I'm feeling.
No fake cheese, though.
Yeah, no. I don't want no with the little spray cheese there. No, I need some real cheese on that. All right, here's the thing. Talent allows for a lot. We all know that. We all know that friend who gets away with a lot, that coworker. It doesn't have to be sports, right? If you are talented, it will allow you to get away with some things. But it has
see
to
it
come
here
back.
at Fox Sports Radio, but we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're not going to call them out.
Go ahead.
But what you can't do, you can't already be missing games. You can't already not be playing back-to-backs. You can't already be someone that's injured and only play 48% of your games. What you also can't be is a person who has not won a ring or gone to the NBA Finals. So if Joel Embiid were forbid he was LeBron can say, look, man, LeBron late every now and again, we ain't arguing. Okay, Steph Curry late every now and again. Do you see what that man just did the other night to the Dallas Mavericks?
Except for, of course, he didn't make the.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why? He didn't.
Don't do that. If Magic
and everybody
Johnson,
out there, they always hit me up whenever he misses the shot that could tie or put them ahead.
No, I told you that's one thing. As the NBA season continues, we're going to be kind of on the same page about.
Okay, that's the one thing. It's hard to even argue with it.
A little less now because I like that he'll even take it now. There was a point period where I was like, he doesn't really take those last-second shots like that. But my point is, if he was coming in with the equity, Rob, of that, hey, I'm coming in, I got rings, right? Or I'm coming in, hey, we stay in the conference finals or NBA finals with me.
I've been there.
He come in and I play 90% of the games. I'm hard-nosed. I play every game. I'm never injured. I'm durable. I'm an Iron Man. Then you kind of would look the other way. Hey, he might have missed a little team meeting there. Hey, it happens. But you can't be trying to set the culture and have your best players late for everything. You can't be trying to set the culture and your best players always injured. You can't be trying to set the culture of the team. He's not playing back-to-backs. Some of it's not his fault. You know what I mean? He's a 7-foot-plus, 300-pound human.
He went through all that in the beginning of his career. He was injured and all that. Right, we get all that. But to just come out and say before the season even starts, whether we know you're healthy or not, I'm not playing back-to-backs, to me, that's a cop-out.
I wonder if he was just knowing what was coming.
He's not 45. He's a young guy.
He's probably, 30, 31 maybe? But the reality is the process was fun for the most part. The process had some good times, but the process has expired. And it's time for the process to move on. We no longer can trust the process, and some of it's not his doing. Again, we can't trust it because he's hurt. We can't trust it because he's injured. We can't trust that he's going to play in big games and meaningful moments. So I think they had a good run. There was 3 to 4 good years up in there. He made himself an MVP, had a heck of a career. But it's time to look somewhere else. Now, the issue is going to be, Rob, who wants to take that on? You know what I mean? Who wants to take on a big person, a big player with a salary?
There's always somebody.
But I'm just saying that's the issue.
Bradley
the
Beal with a albatross of a contract got moved. I'm just saying, like, there's always somebody who thinks that, well, we'll take him and he'll fall in line or he'll change.
It's the injuries. That's the one concern I would have.
But when he plays, the guy won an MVP.
He's a top 5, top 8 player when he plays. It's like, man, can I trust a guy who's only going to play 40 to 50% of the games? But you got to explore it. You got to see and you might have to take 75 cents on that dollar too, just to finally be able to move on and let Tyrese Maxey lead the team and have a couple of nice pieces around a couple of draft picks as well from trading Embiid. Talking about Joel Embiid, I say the process has expired. It's time to move on. Rob says the same thing. It's time to see what you can get for him. 877-99 on Fox. What say you? Who we got?
Let's go. Sean in Sacramento. You're on the Odd Couple.
Sean
Fox Sports.
Sacktown. What's up?
Fox Sports Radio. What's up?
Yo, from another mother, cousin Kelvin, my brother's behind the boards, man. I'm traveling on the States dollar right now, doing this tour of California.
Where are you, Sean?
Sirius XM doing y'all right, man. Y'all clear high def all through the state, man.
Nice.
And I love the topic, man. I couldn't agree more. Kelvin, the situation you described, a broke down superstar, high draft pick, huge dollar contract looking for a new home. It sounds like Anthony Davis' story to me. And look what he did with the Lakers, man. I think the Golden State Warriors, if there was an opportunity to get a guy like Joel Embiid to put with Steph, a disgruntled guy in need of some coaching, in need of some culture, in need of another superstar you could rely on, come on down to the Bay, man. Let's get that 5th ring, man. You already know. So I think there's a will, there's a way. And to Rob's point, there's no such thing as a bad contract that's untradeable.
Yep. Yeah. Everyone is tradable. At some point, somebody's willing to. One man's trash is another man's treasure. That's just how it is.
I think you just have to be willing to not get fully what you thought you would get in return.
No, because you already know that.
They're going to come to you, I like him. We'll give it up, but he's only going to play 50%, so I need more. Or I'm
try
to
undersell you, right? Exactly, and whatever. Andre in Massachusetts, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up?
What's up, Dre?
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, Joel Embiid in Philadelphia. Listen, Rocky 1, okay? Oscar-winning, Sylvester Stallone, great film. Okay, Rocky 2, 3, and 4, not so much.
Whoa! You can't do 4 like that. Don't do 4 like that. Hold on now.
I'm with you. There was only one, the first one.
Man, I'm about to knock both of y'all out. Continue.
Okay, Ivan Drago, I must break you. We'll let 4 get some love.
Thank
but
you.
In terms of Joel Embiid, where is that spirit? Where is that stick-to-itiveness that I'm going to show up to work every single day? And if I can't play, I'm going to be the glue guy to build this culture to justify the contract. He has always blinked and been 50-50 iffy in clutch situations. So the fact that he's killing their culture and the fact that you can't depend on him being on the court, build this team around Tyrese Maxey. I'm for ending the process and getting rid of Joel Embiid. The bottom line is this. He's not the only disgruntled superstar. So there are deals out there. There's a gentleman in Milwaukee who's also not happy. So quietness is kept, Daryl Morey. There's ways for you to maneuver behind the scenes to possibly make your team exponentially better via three-team trade if you're able to work your magic. Embiid, we need you in a new place. Philadelphia, time to move on. Thanks for taking the call.
Appreciate it.
Sir. Drew in New Jersey. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Drew?
What's up?
I would go ahead. I would definitely trade him. The way I look at it is you're not going to win with him. I think, in my opinion, I haven't really seen someone that's been that bad in the playoffs. That drastic change turned it around and ended up being better. Like, James Harden didn't do it. I don't know about you. I never felt like James Harden was going to win a ring.
No, he
felt like.
Go ahead.
I would say that as far as the drastics in regular season to postseason, I don't think there's anybody that has that much of a difference that you can compare in any other sport. Maybe Lamar Jackson, like his passer rating goes to like 100 to 75 in the playoffs. That's like the only thing I can really compare it to. Besides, like, and I think James Harden's a little past his prime.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But the difference is I know what I'm getting at least regular season from Lamar Jackson. I know he's going to play. He's going to be, he's not really an injury-prone type of player.
Yeah, and you know that he's going to eventually break through.
And I'm you and I both. He's going to win a ring.
He is.
This year, 2 years, 5. Lamar Jackson is winning a ring.
Because we always talked about the John Elway won his last 2 years in the NFL. Don't count out Lamar this early in his career. The guy got 10 years to play.
Was it 7, I think?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
I feel like I've been talking about Lamar Jackson for 15 years.
I know.
Like, I feel like I went to high school with Lamar Jackson. Like, Lamar Jackson, talking about him all the time. To put a button on the whole Embiid for me, again, my biggest thing, you're the old adage, you can't teach effort, right? So in his case, I can't teach you, hey, man, maybe you're not participating right now because of injuries. Get that. It happens, okay, your body, we took a gamble on you coming out of college. But the least you can do is set the tone. What do we hear about LeBron? What do we hear about Kobe? What do we hear about Jordan? First in practice, last to leave. There, Steph Curry, guys put in extra work. That stuff I don't want to question with Joel Embiid, with my leader. Fine, I can't help that you're injured all the time. Stuff happens, but you can show up and set the tone in the meetings. You can be in the meetings with a pen and a pad and writing down notes and getting guys inspired. Like, dang, if our leader's doing this and he's injured, shoot, let me step my game up. I can't have a 24-year-old Tyrese Maxey out-efforting you, outplaying you, and out-leading you. I can't have that at this point in your career. So to me, it's time to move on if possible. If you can find somebody to be down with the trade.
No doubt.